It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, we are going to be talking about the new All-Star Evolution agenda in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now, here's the deal, guys. Here's ultimately the deal with all this, okay? There's some challenges, okay? And you guys can see each set. So, like, out of the first one here, okay, you gotta score 30 points with the power forward, then you get Bogey, and then you gotta just Evo Bogey. Okay, once you Evo Bogey, then you gotta Evo Wally, or Wally, then Elton, then obviously, you get that Jamal Murray. Now, once you evolve Jamal Murray, then you get the Shot Creator Award badge back. Now, here's the deal. Similar to kind of Devin Booker, you can kind of knock out more than one, okay? So here's the deal. Scored 30 points with a power forward. You also can make 3 layups with a point guard and triple threat offline. Okay, win triple threat offline or triple threat online game. Okay, that's different. You make 10 threes with shooting guards over triple threat offline games. Next one is 3 dunks with a point guard in a single game. The next thing is obviously 2 steals with small forwards over multiple games. So here's the deal, guys. You go into triple threat offline. Okay, you go in there with a power forward. You go in there with a point guard. And then obviously you go in there with a guy that can shoot or a small forward that can get steals. So if you get 2 steals with a small forward in the first game, with your point guard you make 3 layups, okay? You also do in that same game make 3 dunks with that point guard. So 3 layups, 3 dunks, get 2 steals with a small forward. Then you can either start working on the threes with a shooting guard or you can score points with a power forward. Within 2 triple threat offline games, you should be able to get all of these base things done. Okay, and then at that point, you're going to have all these Evos. So you'll have, the Evo Nate Robinson. You'll have the Evo Daequan Cook. And then you just got to evolve those cards. Now, again, I don't think those cards are going to be too hard to evolve. I'm going to check 2K database here. I doubt the Evos or the Evo requirements are updated yet. But, I mean, as those come out, we'll really see how hard it is to Evo these players. But it shouldn't be too hard at all. I mean, especially for these lower tiers, it shouldn't be too hard. Now, ultimately, guys, you do need to complete each and every one of these to get the man with the play. Right? It's really that simple. But I, again, don't think it's going to be too bad. I really don't. Obviously, especially with the Rubies, it's not going to be too bad. You get Dominique Wilkins as you go through it as well, right? You do get the Dominique Wilkins. How do you get Dominique Wilkins? You got to win 5 triple threat offline games using Paul Pierce and Larry Nance. Who both of those guys you have to Evo, you just got to obviously get them by Evoing cards. So it's not necessarily easy to get done, I would say that. I mean, you got to evolve Paul Pierce to get the Playmaker badge back, evolve Larry Nance to obviously get the Glass Cleaner. But here's the deal. I don't know if you have to Evo Larry Nance and Paul Pierce, but, I mean, you do that challenge, you get Dominique Wilkins. You guys might be asking the question, well, how do I get Larry Bird the quickest? Okay, well, we'll answer that question. So for Larry Bird, you do need to use Jamal Murray, who you get out of one agenda, and then you also need Bam Adebayo. Now, Bam, again, is the layups with point guards. Obviously, Jamal Murray, you got to score 30 points with a power forward. So quite honestly, again, I don't necessarily know what these Evos are right now, but I'm thinking it's going to be pretty easy, at least until you get to the Pink Diamond stage. And if you just want Larry Bird, I'm guessing, because you only have to really do 10 total agendas, I'm guessing you can probably get Larry Bird in probably like 2 to 3 hours. I'm guessing that grind will not be bad. I'm guessing the grind for, obviously, Dominique Wilkins won't be bad. And then you just got that extra little grind. But I really think within 4 to 5 hours, depending on what some of these Evos are, I'm going to check them as we go. But I'm guessing within 4 to 5 hours, you will be able to complete all this. I mean, I really don't think it's going to be a bad grind at all. And again, I'm looking at and seeing if I can't find some of these Evos to go over, and so we can really see, are these Evos easy, are they difficult to do, and just how long they're honestly going to take. Because, I mean, that's really going to matter. It's going to matter in just deciding whether you guys specifically should grind this out or not. Now, my personal opinion is I don't like Evos in general, and the reason I don't is Because let's say you get all these Evo players. Outside of Larry Bird, outside of obviously Blake Griffin, all these Evo players you can't apply badges to. Yes, Larry Nance is really good, and that's the guy I would go for. Is just getting Evo Nance, and to get him, you just got to make 3 point guards. Then do Nate Robinson's Evo, Terrence Ross Evo, Desmond Mason's Evo, and then you get Larry Nance. So, I mean, to get Larry Nance, again, that might be the only thing I would be grinding for is Larry Nance. But it's tough because I do think Larry Nance is better than Larry Bird. I think he's better than Dominique Wilkins and ultimately Blake Griffin. So if I'm looking at the lifetime agendas, the first thing I'm personally doing is getting Larry Nance. Now that's just my personal opinion. I think Larry Nance is probably your best option. But again, if you just are trying to ultimately get Blake Griffin, the main thing I can tell you is don't just go in order. Because if you go in order, it's going to take you a lot longer. Get the point guard layups, point guard dunks done in the same game, and try to get, the small forward steals done as well. Make some shots, maybe score a couple of points with a power forward. 9 points with a power forward should be your goal. Or even if you have to go into some challenge games to get that done. 30 points with power forward, 10 threes with shooting guards. Again, combo those up. I'd get all of those base things done probably first, and then you can really start comboing up on those Evos. I think that's your best way. If you are going for ultimately all these cards, if you're trying to get Blake Griffin done, just finding the combinations that work well for you. Again, until the more and more stuff about these Evos comes out, it's hard for me to sit here and tell you guys, how long this is going to be. I'm refreshing and trying to see exactly what these Evos are like. Updated 2K database. But yeah, there's no real Evo requirements yet. So it's just going to be interesting as those come out to see, what are those Ruby Evos like. Because 2K sometimes can have some tough Evos. And, if some of these diamonds are, score 200 points and get, 50 rebounds, it's not necessarily the easiest thing to get done. So really depends on the Evos. But I mean, ultimately, guys, the grind for Larry Nance is the one I would focus on. Outside of that, it's tough for me to really sit here and tell you guys that anything else is worth doing, is worth grinding for. But again, that's just my thoughts on Evos. I really think, here's my main point with this. I really think when we go in here and we look at, I'm pretty sure it was a lifetime agenda, but we look at even like the Jason Tatum grind. I really have a feeling that the Jason Tatum grind is, or even the Devin Booker grind, is more worth it than the All-Star grind. You guys can let me know your thoughts down below in the comments, but Devin Booker straight away is better than Blake Griffin right now. And I feel like my thoughts would be pretty similar with the Jason Tatum grind as well. So that's just kind of my thoughts. I think the All-Star kind of grind is the least worth it out of anything. If you are trying to grind for it, you do get a good card in Larry Nance. You get a decent enough card in Larry Bird. There's some decent cards in it. You can also, get this done as well with all the new players, the disco ball. But my thing is, it's not something I'm going to grind on either account. If I grind anything, it'll be on my no money spent for Pink Diamond Larry Nance. Easy, as simple as I can put it. It's gonna wrap it up for our video today, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the new All-Star Evolution grind down below in the comments. At least it's something fun, it's free, and that 2K gave for us. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys, and have a blessed day.